How did you enjoy tour?
It's about 1,800 to 2 grand a week, apart from doing all the practice and the prep and the organisation and then the funding. Yeah, it's pretty tough for like the main guys on tour.
We want to land it right here. Just like that. That was a members bounce onto the green too.
Because it's a bird sanctuary now.
Yes.
There's quite a few rare and endangered birds on the course at the moment.
Yes! What a round! Welcome to the Lakes Resort in Coromandel, a super interesting golf course located in wetlands and right around a huge big hilly region. We're lucky enough to actually catch up with the local pro here to talk about the history and run through what this course was actually meant to be, the grand scale of it. So let's jump up in the first tee, hit that first shot, and then we'll jump back into it. Lovely. 55 meters in from here. Little wedge. Just a bit right. That's right. Not the best start, but we've got a putt. Cool. Start off with a par. Hole 2, 380 meters. It's going around to the right-hand side, but I don't know how aggressive it goes round. The tree's down the far end of 260, which I'll hit with driver, so I'm gonna go 5 wood, see if I can play it safe, just in case there's some kaka down there somewhere that I might roll into. Lovely shot. Keeps us safe. It's got the pulley pulls. Oh, what a good kick. Oh, that was a members bounce onto the green too. All right, little left to right breaker. Not much in it downhill. Oh no, hit it way too hard. Oh no. Okay, greens are a little bit slow today. From that putt, I thought that was going to roll miles past. But to be honest, with my putting lately, because I'm practicing it, I'd rather them be a little bit slower so that they're not racing out of my control. So Jared's the local pro down at Lakes Resort here, looking after all of the training and maintenance of all the members down here.
Yep.
Are you enjoying it down here?
I am. Been nearly 5 years now. Moved up from the bay, so it's a bit of a challenge.
Yep.
So weather dependent.
Yep.
But we're slowly getting there.
Yep.
I think.
Because I saw recently that there was a bit of flooding that happened. Obviously, Coromandel got hit quite significantly.
Yeah, we got 850 mil in 30 hours. So,
wow.
And that's not including the sleet that came down from all the hills.
Really?
Then that's yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of water.
Because
Northland got hit as well.
Yeah.
And it's really hard, like the maintenance of a course like this, especially an international golf resort, is enough as it is, let alone having water coming through. You know, I saw wash all the sand out of the bunkers, so you got to replace all that.
Yeah,
It's a huge amount of capital investment.
Yeah, well, all the water on the back nine here is tidal as well.
Oh, okay.
So they have been having meetings with the council to try and help open waterways.
Yep. 360 meters, we're going straight into the wind. It's quite like a tunnel here. So I'm going to hit a driver, try and play quite aggressively over that right hand side. Oh, that was so aggressive. That was way more right than I wanted. I don't know what's down there, but we hit it well enough that it might be over those trees. We have to go and find out. Here's some free advice for you. Don't hit driver on the 4th hole because the fairway is only about 20 meters wide down next to the green here. Like a little... Really smooth, these shots. You have to be so smooth. I can't rush it. Really smooth. Can't be rushing it. Yeah, lovely. A little bit of roll out when it landed, but I didn't have any spin. I wanted to get really aggressive so that I didn't hit it fat. Why am I hitting it so soft? Stop being so tentative. Hit it hard, mate. That was terrible. So we're in March at the moment, 2026. We had those big floods through Coromandel in summer. So it actually hit this course, flooded the whole area out. And that's why all the bunkers don't actually have any sand in them, because they got washed away. So not only are they struggling with the massive amount of cost for maintaining this course, but now they're also having to redo everything, bring a whole bunch of new sand in, re-core all the greens, redo the fairways. Running a golf course full time is such a lot of work and a lot of money. The layout so far is really cool. There's water in play, there's tight fairways. You have to think about your shots. So really enjoying it. It's an awesome course so far. Hole 5, 290 meters, another drivable par 4. There's quite a few drivable par 4s here if you want to be aggressive. I can't see anything hazardous up there, so I'm thinking of just trying to hit driver, try get it down there as far as possible. Yeah, lovely. Yep, that'll be a very nice little shot. It's quite low. Hopefully that penetrated the wind. Wow, that was a good drive. We're only about 15, what are we here? 20 meters from the pin. Now, this is quite a hard shot. We're trying to get it up over a hump in the ground. And we do not want to miss. We need the acceleration to stay on this club. We do not want to miss it. Alrighty. Oh, that was so nice. Stop. What a shot. Muy bien. We've had plenty of chances. We just haven't committed to the putt. Been too tentative, too scared. Turn. My God, okay, it's just one of those days, right? Oh well, we'll just keep going par. Par's a safe way to play golf.
I've been coaching for 13 years now, 12 years now after I was on tour, so
wow,
it's very enjoyable.
How did you enjoy tour?
It was good.
Yep.
When the golf was good.
Okay. Okay.
When the golf wasn't going that great, it was pretty tough.
Yes.
But yeah, I didn't go to America or anything like that. I wish I did. But fine, money. Yeah.
So
And it's about 1,800 to $2,000 a week.
Holy
also
dang.
when you're on tour. So
wow.
Apart from doing all the practice and the prep
Yep.
and the organisation and then the funding, and yeah, it's pretty tough for like the main guys on tour.
Yeah.
Not the main guys, but the guys getting onto it.
Oh, that actually nearly missed. Hole 7, 390 meters. Look how beautiful this par 5 is. Absolutely stunning. Straight down into the mountain range. This course is beautiful. Can't believe it. Just a 310-meter drive. You're all thinking like, what the heck? I thought this guy pull hooks it all the time. Well, I've actually been working on my driver, and pretty much all it was, I say this now, the next hole is probably going to be terrible, but all it was is ball position. The ball was too far up in my stance. So I was coming around having to close the face to actually hit the ball. So I moved the ball back in my stance, behind the left leg for the driver, or left heel, and now I'm able to actually hit up into it without stretching. So at 70 meters, we've got downwind. Put that out of the way, there we go. Stay committed through the ball. Okay, that's perfect. That's all we need. Wide. That was a committed shot. That was lovely. That was a really nice committed swing. Proud of myself for that one. All right, so we've had a lot of uncommitted putts today, and I need to be aggressive. I cannot be leaving this one short. Oh my gosh, my putting is terrible. Sorry guys, you have to witness this terrible display of putting. Oh man. And the course itself, is it quite like, what would you say compared to obviously being in the bay?
Yeah.
Is the feel about it? Is it still the international standard that?
No, just that's condition wise.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where the more money you put into it, the better condition it's going to be.
Yep.
But that's always going to be very difficult here with the weather.
Yep.
When you get rain here, you get rain. Like bunkers, for example, they just get washed out. You could have 20 people work on them and they look amazing.
Yes.
2 days time, they look horrific.
Yes.
So we've filled in a few bunkers and reshaping a few, and yeah, just making it a lot easier for everyone, I guess.
Yes. The original course was built back in about 2004, my basic research of it. And the idea was obviously back then to be a big international host for international golf players coming across.
Yep.
Did it really expand to that point that everybody was hoping it would get to?
I don't think so.
There?
I think they got some major flooding
Yes.
earlier, and that was just after the pine trees all got cut down.
Okay.
And the course just got smoked.
Wow.
Once again, and it brought all the rubbish onto the golf course, and instead of like even just trying to keep the course running as it is, just try and keep the weeds down.
Yeah.
And there's so many different types.
Yes.
And then to do improvements on top of that as well. It's an ongoing battle,
yes,
I guess you could say. But yeah, I mean, look at the weather today.
Yeah, I know, it's
the
beautiful.
last 3 or 4 weeks has been really, really good.
Yep.
But once again, we were closed for the front 9 for 6 weeks.
Wow, it's a long time.
Yeah, a long time. And the back 9, who knows?
My God, I cannot believe that putt on the last. That was a huge putt. It was so long. Oh well, bit of luck happens every now and then, which is nice. Last hole at this beautiful course, Lakes Resort, Pauanui, Coromandel. Been fantastic experience. What an awesome course. We have got a 308 meter ending par 4. Stay committed, that's what we're looking for here. Oh, what a drive to finish. Lovely. That's going to get some run on it. Yeah, about 16 meters from the pin and about 6 meters off the green. There's literally no space to work with. I couldn't have hit it any better. That was the perfect shot. Left to right breaker. And just stay committed through the shot. That's all we're focusing on here. Stay committed. Kind of lovely. That was a really nice shot. All right, little testy last putt. Putting hasn't been amazing lately, so we're just going to hit it as good as we can. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for your time, Jared. I really appreciate it.
No
I'll let you get
worries.
back to your four
Yeah.
different management areas. Thank you so much.
No worries.
Mate.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks for having me today too. Yes! What a round. That was fantastic. Oh, what a course, what a round. Make sure you get down here. That was Lakes Resort in Pauanui, Coromandel. What a stunning course. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Appreciate your support. See you on the next episode.